Hey friends, I hope that your has gone well. I hope that everything is doing fine. It is Saturday around here. The husband is at work. Michael just went upstairs to do something. Gabriel's sitting right here watching YouTube videos. And I am in the throes of an Instacart order for groceries because tomorrow we're celebrating DeMario's birthday. So I ordered up all these groceries and y'all, I've been trying to do this video for about an hour. The Instacart shopper, God bless him. God bless him. The Instacart shopper has had me glued to the app with about 1100 questions. That's a real number if you didn't know. 1100. 1100 is the actual pronunciation. So, I ordered up a bunch of stuff and this person's just trying to be conscientious. And so while I appreciate them being conscientious, it's one of those things where it's like, if I have to be glued to the app about literally every item in the cart, babe, I could have gone to the store myself. But it's all good, amen? It's going to be all right. Like I said, they're being conscientious, and I am glad that they're doing that. So moving on. I think we're at the end. I think they have checked out. It's on my iPad right behind I'm recording on my phone. My iPad's right behind it. I'm checking now. I think that they have checked out. I think the dogs are barking, so let's just give that a moment. It says we're done shopping. So fingers crossed, we've buttoned up our shopping for tomorrow's celebration. So this week was a pretty light week for homeschool. There were quite a few things going on. I'm gonna pull my planner out here. There were quite a few things going on. Let's just lean this way with me. Thanks. We'll lean back. How about that? Oh, went on a little trip with me. Okay. Quite a few things going on that we just had to take care of this week, which was fine. Like I said, DeMario's birthday was actually on Wednesday. Happy birthday, darling. And it actually fell on his day off. So that day we just hung out, had a good time. The kids went to the mall with their friends on Thursday afternoon after they finished up their work. Fridays, normally we have co-op, and so I will take DeMario to work. And that day for me really ends up being, you know how it is so we're a one-car family. When you're running errands and you feel like, what did I do all day? I spent the entire day in the car going from pillar to post. But what did I actually do? Fridays are like that for me. Even though our co-op ended last week, this Friday, I was ripping and running. I had a challenging experience at the UPS store near my house, which was very interesting. You know, at the end of the day, should I tell y'all this story? I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of it. But at the end of the day, when people don't feel good about themselves, then they can kind of project that onto you. So I had that very interesting exchange. Michael has won a grant, which he is super excited about. We're super excited about for him. We had to get some things, notarized and that kind of thing. And it just turned into an entire event that we're still in the throes of. So that was Friday, a little bit of a challenge, but a teachable moment. I'm still unpacking that moment. I'm still unpacking that because at the end of the day, I'm a kingdom citizen, right? So it is my job to care for people, look out for people, that kind of thing. It's also my job to have an expectation that people will be, courteous and kind, because that's just one human to another human, right? So, but if someone doesn't want to move, in that way, there's nothing I can do about that. My option is to remove myself from the situation. instead of staying in the situation with someone who doesn't want to be, you know, just civil. So anyway, I think I'm ranting. I'll move on. So this week, Michael finished up this book, Dear Martin. It is about a kid named Justice. The book is by Nick Stone. She has written 2 other books called Odd One Out and Jackpot. I had a little apprehension about this book. Michael wanted to read it. That's fine. It does have some language in it. That wasn't an apprehension. He's in the 10th grade. Not that we promote that kind of thing. We don't. But we know that there are going to be some pieces of literature that are going to have pieces and themes and components that are teachable moments for conversation, moments for dialogue. So I knew that that was the case with this book. Ultimately, though, the premise of the book, the idea of the book, I really enjoyed. And so that's why we went ahead and went forward with it. The book is about a young man who gets arrested. He's doing well in school, you know, doing that kind of thing, gets arrested. And the question is basically if Martin Luther King, who's one of Michael's, one of his icons, personal icons, if Martin Luther King talked about this dream, then what happened to it? Why is it that now I'm not realizing this dream? So that's a very important question, you know. That's a very important question, a very important thing to unpack. So Michael just finished it. We're going to be talking about it and unpacking it a little bit. I think he's still processing it, but he did say that he enjoyed it and he would recommend it with the caveat that it has some language and it has some themes that can be, you know, something to chew on, that kind of thing. To that end, we still need to finish. I thought it was behind me. It is, but I can't reach it. It's called Stamped from the Beginning by Abraham X. Kendi. We still need to finish that book. We have not started The Great Gatsby. We were supposed to start it this week. We'll start it on Monday. We just didn't get to it, and I didn't stress myself out about trying to get to it. Gabriel is finishing up Nikolai from the Left Behind series, and he had a moment last week. It's not Nikolai. What is it? Soul Harvest. And he had a moment. What was your moment last week when you turned to me and you were like, huh? Oh. If y'all have read the books, Amanda is one of the characters, and there was a revelation about her in the book that Gabriel was still trying to wrap his mind around. It was absolutely hilarious. Those are really good books. I read all of them some years ago, but they were good books. So he's doing those. How you feel like you're doing with Mandarin? I have been listening to Gabriel do Mandarin. It's going all over my head. He could be saying anything. I have no idea. How you feel like you're doing? 5 out of 10. It is challenging to pronounce those words. Because the program will pronounce it to him, and then he's pronouncing it back, and the program's like, no. And I'm like, it sounds like he's saying it, but the program is like, no, you're not saying it. So stick with it, son. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you for sticking with it. Being on the learning curve with that's really good. Another book that we're starting this week is 7 Men Who Rule the World. So we'll be heading into that. So I'll be able to talk to you guys about that and The Great Gatsby next Saturday. So one of my YouTube friends on here, one of my other homeschooling mamas, asked me to do a flip through of Sabbath Mood Homeschool's chemistry and biology curriculum. So I'm going to be doing that. I'll be filming that maybe this week. I'll be filming that to post that. So just kind of showing what we've been doing with that. The books for that are Men, Microscopes, and Living Things, and the chemistry book is escaping my memory right now. The actual curriculum you receive, you know, as a digital download, and then, you know, we have the microscope over there, and the kids have been doing a couple things with that. I really want to start health and nutrition. We did a project. We have about 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. we did a project, and maybe I'll do a separate video about that project because it was a lot of fun. It was funny to me, challenging for the kids, and overall a lot of fun. Where the kids, I gave the kids, how much did I give you guys? $2.50 a day for the weekend to feed themselves 3 meals a day for 3 days. And they did a great job. They did a great job doing that. And we need to just kind of go back and look at what they planned, because they did a plan based on that budget. They did all their shopping all at once, what they planned and what they actually ate, and then kind of look at the nutrition of that. So I think that's going to be our first project for health and nutrition for this term. And I think that is about it right now. I think that's about it right now. We didn't get to spelling. The kids did math. They took care of that. But we didn't get to spelling or grammar this week. So we'll have to pick that up on Monday. But that's where we are. That was the kind of week we had. How was your week? What worked for you this week? What challenge? I would love to be encouraged by hearing what challenge you faced this week and how you got over it. Because I had a challenge yesterday, and I'm still getting over it. So if you were so inclined to encourage my homeschooling heart, I would appreciate it. Because that's what it's about, right? We have challenges. We overcome those challenges. We learn. We grow. We get better. We stay on the learning curve like Ed was doing with Mandarin. And we see the fruit of that growth. So that is all for now. I will see you all next Saturday, where we will be talking about The Great Gatsby, 7 Men Who Rule the World, and this health and nutrition project that we did, amongst other things. We'll go over that stuff, okay? We'll talk real soon. Bye.